situation. Madison D'Addario joined us in sports with more.
A former Sooner who was Rookie of the Year will face his buddy who would love to win the same award. And don't panic, Spencer fans, your man isn't going to the bench, and you don't go anywhere. Sports is next. Welcome back to OU Nightly. I'm Madison D'Addario, and it's time for sports. After QB1 Spencer Rattler was pulled for nearly a whole quarter against Texas 2 weekends ago, some Sooner fans are wondering if we will see him start in Fort Worth this weekend. After a shaky start in the Cotton Bowl for Rattler, head coach Lincoln Riley made the decision to pull him and put in backup QB Tanner Mordecai. Mordecai stepping in during the second quarter gave Rattler time to ease his nerves and does not necessarily mean that we will be seeing a new starting quarterback against TCU on Saturday.
We'd had a couple of bad plays in a row, and you know, I thought it was the right thing to try to calm Spencer down. And Tanner had practiced well and has experience, and I have a lot of confidence in him. So it made a lot of sense at the time, and I do believe it was the right thing to do.
Last weekend, OU volleyball took on Kansas in their third conference matchup of the season. Sweeping the Jayhawks on the weekend, including a shutout on Saturday, the Sooners clinched their first dub of the year. Starting with two difficult matchups against Baylor and Texas, OU volleyball seems to have found some consistency in their performance. And for more OU sports news, check out our student-produced Sooner Sports Pad show tonight at 7:30 on Fox Sports Oklahoma. Standout Sooner golfer Quade Cummins joins the team via Zoom to talk about how this year's squad is shaping up. Thanks to COVID-19, a bizarre baseball season is wrapping up. Coming back from a 3-1 deficit in the NLCS Championship, the LA Dodgers are headed to the World Series. In a dramatic Game 7, the Dodgers took the game 4-3 and the series 4-3. And this is the 14th time in MLB history that a team has been able to come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the series. The Dodgers will take on the Rays in Game 1 of the World Series tomorrow night. It was a bad night for Green Bay after Aaron Rodgers and the Packers fell to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers came back early from a 10-point deficit against the Packers. After being up 10-0, the Packers were shut out by the Buccaneers for the remainder of the game, which ended in a 38-10 Buccaneer win. And two former Sooners will reunite for the first time in the NFL tonight, this time on opposite ends of the field. CeeDee Lamb and Kyler Murray will match up tonight in Dallas as the Cowboys take on the Cardinals. Though not his home stadium, Murray knows Dallas all too well, as he remains undefeated in AT&T Stadium through high school, college, and now professional. The two will face off at 7:15 tonight. In Jacksonville Jags, John Brown made his first regulation field goal ever yesterday. He was a soccer player in college and made the Jags as their fifth kicker. After going through their previous four, the Jags were desperate, calling in Brown to get the job done. Brown answered making the field goal, which also makes him the fifth Jags player in 5 straight games to attempt a kick. You always hear that you should try a little bit of everything in your sport so you know what you're best at, but I wouldn't necessarily think that would apply to the big dogs in the NFL. Back to you guys.